Disclaimer, I am blind and using an iDevice, which means the camera is really small, so if the picture is not ideal, well, that's just a blind person making a video. Hi everybody, I'm not sure if this is going to be a multi-day vlog or what's going to happen here. It is Friday as I'm recording this. It's probably Monday by the time you're seeing it. You know, at first, well, never mind. So I said in a previous video that I am going to try to learn iMovie, and I was going to call the Apple Store and see if I could get an appointment to learn it. That appointment is on Tuesday afternoon, so my hope is that I'll learn what I need to know by Tuesday and be able to start using my GoPro and just retire these iDevices. Well, not retire them, but not use them as my recorder, you know, my iDevice recordings. Because the fact is, the iPods are not going to get me any kind of credit, and the iPhone 6, I could trade my iPhone 6 and get an unlocked SE, but you're talking about like 100 or 200, 250 at the most dollars off of the regular price of an unlocked iPhone. Tell me that when I've been on the job for a while and have $300 or $400 to spare. I still don't have a job. I don't think I should be doing that kind of thing. I think I should make the GoPro work. Which should work. Like I said, I just have to learn iMovie. I have to learn how to take those files and edit them together and edit anything that shouldn't be in there out of it. All of which can probably be done with iMovie. I just don't know what I'm doing, so. Okay, wait. Where am I? Well, here's going to be an interesting question. Can I leave this project in iMovie? Like maybe put another one up and put another one up and come back to this one and still have the playhead staying where I want it. I wonder if when I go to the training session, I'll learn how to control the playhead. That'd be nice, but I don't want to just learn how to control the playhead. I really want to learn how to make a day full of vlogs on my GoPro and then turn it into a vlog on my iPhone. And I think I probably will. If I'm able to do that, I will probably use the iPhone. I'll just use my regular phone for that. And if I end up having to always take some stuff out to clear out space, well, I can do that. In other words, can I have two projects going at the same time and be working on two projects at the same time? Wow. I hope that I am like at the end of where I was before instead of in the beginning of the whole project. I'm coming in after being outright out of iMovie and like abandon this project and then come back to this project. Anyway, oh man. I should have opened this and done a taste test on video. I just got these. I bought these hint of lime tortilla chips because I had seen a YouTube video about this woman's kids liking it. Well, wow. I don't know if you can see my face, but it's like a bite of spice. Like a spicy. Oh my goodness. Too bad I can't send the rest of these to her kids, because I will not be buying any more of those. I don't think I'm even going to finish this bag. Wow, that's... If I want to kind of... well, let me put it this way. I like Cool Ranch Doritos better than I like these things. No doubt about it. You know, I think part of... Maybe it's true. Maybe this iPhone 6 just is bigger than my liking. But you know what I think part of what makes it bulky is this case. I wonder if there's a more compact way to protect it, like just a screen protector or something. I thought I'd at least try getting it out of the case, but obviously that's easier said than done. I keep thinking I'm making headway, and then apparently I'm just not getting enough of it off to, you know, for the rest of it to naturally come off, and I don't want to break it trying to rip it out of there. I'm going to have to get somebody to help me, that's all there is to it. I would like to know at what point last night I shut this refrigerator, or this freezer door, and it didn't shut. It didn't really shut, because, I mean, I don't know if you can see this, but there's, can you see? There's like water, there's liquid water. That should be ice. And, well, the real bottom line is, these have been in the refrigerator, I went to bed, I've been in bed for like, what, 7 or 8 hours? And listen to that. This is not what a bottle of water sounds like when it has been sitting in the freezer for 7 hours, let me tell you that. This is what a bottle of water sounds like. Not even that's really what a bottle of water sounds like when it's been there for that long, but this is closer to what a bottle of water sounds like when it's been in the freezer for 6 to 8 hours. No noise at all. I know you're hearing a little bit of noise, but I don't think that's even accurate. No. You kind of touch it to the counter and you hear. With this one, you're hearing this. There's no... It's liquid. It's still liquid. That is not normal. When you got... Either the temperature gauge on this freezer is screwed up, or somewhere along the line I didn't fully close the freezer. I wish I'd noticed that before I left it to almost thaw. Good thing I noticed that before everything just thawed out and spoiled. I'm sure this is totally normal. When I've been drinking pretty much nothing but soda for a long time now. But now I am making a purposeful effort, a conscious effort to drink more water. And I've been at this for like, a month to 6 weeks now, and I've noticed I still like soda, but it seems like more often than not, I want water more than soda. It's like, I used to just constantly get soda. I'd get thirsty, of course, but I would get soda. Now I just want water more than soda. I'm not saying I'm giving up soda, period. I don't think I can imagine outright giving it up, but I am definitely drinking more water than soda, so that was a goal, and I'm definitely meeting that. I think it's safe to say I'm drinking less soda than I was before. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I hardly drank water at all before. Now I'm drinking at least half and half, maybe even more water. Or more than half water, maybe. Well, there's no doubt about it. This camera, this GoPro, is easier to... it kind of fits in a pocket better. I'm going to unplug it for a minute and let you see it. I hope you can see it.
Viewfinder.
Oh,
Image.
hush.
Actions available.
I wish when you said viewfinder, you would tell me, is the camera actually visible? Again, I'm blind. I can't look in the viewfinder, and all it says is viewfinder, so I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's just this little cube, for that matter. Even if you can't see it, there may be people just as blind as I am watching. It is just it looks like a cube. It looks like, I'm trying to think what normally, yeah, it just looks like a cube kind of thing. And if I drop it in my pocket here, well, that's without anything in my pocket. Well, I still don't expect this to fall out of my pocket. This takes up much less room than this does, but then this is an iPhone 6 with a case on it. I really should have someone take the case off of this thing and see what it's like. Do I want to keep... I'll probably keep the GoPro, if only because it is so much easier to... Hold that thought. I gotta focus on what I'm doing here. We're still kind of in the trial stage, as we will be until I learn how to use iMovie. Although, the only other blind person I know of who does this without getting sighted help, says that he just uses the stock camera app, and to that I want to say, that's great for one takes, but how do you get a whole bunch of files and combine them into these perfect videos? Or do you only ever do one takes? I mean, I don't know if I could do that, but I need to either email this guy or whatever. I mean, I need to build a relationship with this guy that goes beyond just tweeting back and forth. Good morning. It is now Sunday. I probably should have mentioned that it was Saturday when it was Saturday. When I started saying, okay, how was the freezer open all night? Or how was it shut all night and it looks like this? That was Saturday. Now it's Sunday and it's about
8:28 a.m. and 11 seconds.
half an hour before my lift is expected to take me to church. Most of the time, I don't get up this easily before I need to, especially on a Sunday morning. I mean, a lot of times it's scramble, grab, and go, but I'm gonna go ahead and get ready because that half an hour could disappear like that. But so today, of course, I'm going to church, then coming home, and then I've got to figure out what I'm going to do about tomorrow because, well, first of all, let me explain tomorrow, and let me explain why I'm doing things the way I'm doing it. I'm doing this multi-day vlog, but I'm not going to post it today. And the reason I'm not going to post it today is because tomorrow's vlog is not going to be ready to go up tomorrow. And the reason for that is I want to use the GoPro to vlog tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, I have an appointment with the Apple Store because they're going to teach me how to either use iMovie or use the camera app. Because Everything Blind, shout out to Everything Blind, and you are proof that a blind person can do editing, and I would like to get as good at this as you are. Anyway, he says he doesn't use iMovie with this to do this. He uses the camera app. He just links it all together using the camera app. I'm like, how in the world do you do that? But hopefully they can teach me to use either iMovie or the camera app to take the files that I make on the GoPro and turn it all into one big video. I really don't care if it's iMovie or the camera app. I just need to find something that works. One of them needs to work. Anyway, I'm going to be vlogging on Monday using the GoPro because I got to have something to actually practice with, right? So, with that in mind, if I'm going to vlog on Monday using the GoPro and then learn how to make a good video out of it on Tuesday, I'm not going to be able to post it on Monday. But part of the challenge of Vlogust is to have videos every day. So I need to basically kind of have space filler videos, if nothing else. Of course, that I would think that has some kind of sequence to it, but I need to have enough videos to do what I want to do and still have something every day. So that's why I'm waiting to do this until... I'm waiting to post this till tomorrow. Yeah, I'm waiting to post this till tomorrow. And speaking of tomorrow, one thing I'm going to have to figure out how to do today is change my plans for tomorrow. I was going to have them take me to the bank, then take me to the commission, and then go back home. And that is, as it stands now, that is the plan. But I think I'm either going to have to take Uber to the commission or go to Chase earlier and then go to the commission earlier. Because I've got an appointment at 3 o'clock with my job developer. And they have given me a 2:12 to 2:42 pickup window. And even if they pick me up right at 2:42, if they pick me up at 2:42, from Chase to the commission isn't extremely far away. I mean, I think we could make it if they pick me up at 2:42. I think I can make it there by 3 if we go straight there. But you can never bet on that with TriMet Lyft. They just as easily could pick you up and drop you off straight there as pick you up, drop someone else off, pick someone else up, drop that someone else off, and then drop you off. It could easily be 3:30 before that all happens. How likely is that? I'm not sure. But it's possible. And with an appointment, that kind of possibility isn't okay. So I'm going to have to either manipulate my day or just change the way I get there. I got to decide whether I want to sit in the bank lobby and wait forever or just take Uber and be picked up almost as soon as I get done in there, because it probably won't take me that long in the bank. But you have to spend at least half an hour there in order to get picked up by the Lyft from a place that they dropped you off. That's just the way their scheduling works. Whatever I decide to do, something has to change, because I can't be confident that I'll be in time for a 3 o'clock appointment with a pickup window that ends at 2:42. And if, as also can happen, if the window's 2:12 to 2:42 and then the vehicle is, even if they are taking me straight there, if they're even the slightest bit late, no, I cannot be confident that I'm going to get there on time when the window closes that late. I need something earlier. Or I need to say, forget it, just pick me up from the commission and take me home, and I'll get Uber now that I can actually call the driver and say, here's where I am, and, well, not necessarily here's where I am, because I'm not really good at directing them where I am, but I write the address. Unfortunately, sometimes that's not good enough, so that's why there's at least one place where, to this day, the only way I'll take Uber there, well, I could take Uber there, but the only way I'll get Uber home is if, my assistant and I have to go together. My assistant and I always take Uber to that location and back, but, it's part of my assistant's job to flag them down. Because they just habitually don't seem to see me. I don't know what the problem is there, but I've rambled for 10 minutes and I need to get ready to go, so I'm going to stop vlogging now. That's another thing about the GoPro. I don't have to screw around, back facing, front facing, back facing, front facing. You know where the lens is the lens is in one place. You can just, if the lens is facing this way and you're this way, no, let me turn this around. If the lens is facing this way and you're this way, it's not a matter of swiping and looking around and double tapping and trying to find the right camera to have it go to. It's just turning the thing around and making it like that. Except I don't want to turn my phone or my whatever around. I'm completely doing this in the wrong angle. I apologize. I don't want to turn it around like that all the time, so I do it that way. The bottom line is, all that's almost over with the GoPro. Although, there's nothing wrong with iMovie, I'm just saying. There's nothing overtly wrong with iMovie, I'm just saying it's easier to do it on the GoPro. And I hope that either through Apple or through... If Apple can't do it, I may have to literally DM Everything Blind and say, here's my email, would you be willing to give me yours and can we FaceTime, and are you able to try to talk me through this, because this is not working. But I'm going to give Apple a chance before I just do that. Apple might be a lot more capable of training me than I'm giving them credit for. It's times like this it's times like this when I really wish I had 2 microwaves. Not that I have room for 2 microwaves or anything like that, but when I put one thing in for 5 minutes, one thing in for 6 minutes, that's a total of 11 minutes. Longer if I'm not really just moving fast, immediately pull something out, throw something back in right away. And I don't have time for this to be going on. I've got to be ready to go. Dang it, I don't think this is going to work out. Oh well. But it worked out. Okay, so I'm here. Normally I would actually pick up like a couple of seconds of the drive, but in a situation like that, it's pre-service practice is what this is. I am not going to have a bunch of people talking and having chit-chatting and having conversations in my vlog, and that's what you had the whole way there. So in situations like this, you know, I didn't think that I would have anything to do a Vlogust video about today, but I think I might just... I came up with something to talk about. I am waiting for Uber now. I'm gonna go home and make this video and post that today, in addition to Sightless Sunday, because I had initially said that I thought Vlogust and Sightless Sunday should be 2 separate things. But then I was like, okay, I don't know if there's going to be another thing after Sightless Sunday this week, because I don't really have another video in mind. But then the sermon and what happens afterward, what happened afterward today, it was kind of thought-provoking. And, you know, again, I've said this before, I'm not any elegant speaker, I'm not any, you know, my voice is not that of God, but I forgive the wind, I bet that's blowing right into the microphone. I'm no voice of God, but I think what I observed and am thinking after that deserves to be said and is something for people to think about. And I promise there won't be wind all over my my sit down and talk video that I make, because I'm going to go home and make it, and I'll be inside the house, not outside, because I'm just not going to do that outside the house. Okay, I'm home, and yeah, I do this. When it comes to water, I guess, I just like it, the colder the better. In fact, a lot of times I'll just freeze them and end up with primarily a bottle of ice sometimes, but especially on a summer day like today, colder's better. But maybe it's just the fact that it is water. I think colder's better, but anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make that video I was talking about. Well, I've made the video. What would I want in an iPhone 6 case? I want one that's not mega bulky, but has got a border, and still gives me access to that earphone jack, because I know that I had one before, and it had this weird earphone jack thing. If I'm going to keep the iPhone 6, that's what I would want. The question is there such a thing? Or am I just stuck with either this or not having a case, period? I guess I'll find out at the Apple Store if I think to ask them about it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I actually didn't end up calling a lift. No, it's too late. What I'll do is just kind of play it by ear and see what happens. I'll see what time I'm done at Chase, and either cancel that ride or call. I mean, if it's 1 o'clock and I'm done already, I can always call them and say, is there any way you can get me anything sooner? And if they can't, then I'll just say, okay, well, we're going to have to cancel that ride then, because, I mean, unless you're planning on, I mean, what's the ETA? I don't know. I'll make up my mind at that point, but on the one hand, if a vehicle is expecting to get there at 2:42 or later, then I have to cancel it. But I can't readjust the windows because it's like almost 5 o'clock, and by the time I get through, it will be 5 o'clock, and they can't go back and change something for tomorrow when it's 5 minutes after 5 today, so I'll have to figure that out tomorrow. But anyway, I've got a couple of videos to post, and so I'm going to go ahead and close out of this. I hope you've liked what you've been seeing, and if so, I hope you'll like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye.